If you're setting up a PT-PMA in Bali for e-commerce and skipping one compliance step, you're risking a 100 million rupiah fine, and TheBaliLawyer fixes it in 14 days. Here's the problem. Most founders register the company, but forget e-commerce licensing. Register your PT-PMA with a minimum 10 billion rupiah paid-up capital to qualify for online retail in 2026. Apply for OSS-RBA online single submission within 30 days of incorporation to avoid 50 million rupiah penalties. A PT-PMA is a foreign-owned limited liability company in Indonesia. For e-commerce, you need specific business classifications and permits that regular PT-PMAs don't require. In 2026, Indonesian law requires e-commerce businesses to hold an SIU-PMB trading license and register with the Ministry of Trade's e-commerce database within 60 days of launch. Skip this and you face website blocking plus fines starting at 100 million rupiah. This is exactly why we built TheBaliLawyer, to handle the full PT-PMA setup plus e-commerce compliance, so you launch legally from day one. Most people fail here. They hire a cheap incorporation agent who registers the PT-PMA for 15 million rupiah, but never mentions the OSS-RBA system, the e-commerce classification code, KBLI 47911, or the Ministry of Trade registration. You get a legal entity, but you can't legally sell online. Within 6 months, competitors report you to the authorities, and your domain gets blacklisted by Kominfo. With TheBaliLawyer, we file the correct KBLI codes, the OSS permit, and the e-commerce registration in one package, so you're fully compliant before you take your first order. Step 2 is setting the correct paid-up capital. For e-commerce PT-PMAs in 2026, the minimum is 10 billion rupiah, about $650,000. Most agents will tell you 2.5 billion rupiah is enough, because that's the old retail minimum, but e-commerce retail specifically requires 10 billion under Presidential Regulation October 2021. TheBaliLawyer sets this up correctly in the deed of establishment, so you don't get rejected at the OSS stage, which costs you 4 to 6 weeks in resubmission delays. Step 3 is obtaining your NIB, Business Identification Number, through the OSS-RBA portal. This is important. The NIB is your gateway to every other permit, including your tax ID, NPWP, import license, API, and customs clearance if you're dropshipping internationally. TheBaliLawyer handles the entire OSS filing, including the risk-based approach checklist, the local government coordination, and the certificate issuance. Most founders try to DIY this and get stuck, because the portal is in Indonesian and rejects incomplete forms with zero explanation. We complete it in 7 to 10 business days with 0 rejections. Here's the problem. If you skip the Ministry of Trade e-commerce registration, your payment gateway will eventually freeze your account. Midtrans, Zendit, and Doku all require proof of e-commerce compliance before they release settlements above 50 million rupiah per month. One founder lost 180 million rupiah in held funds for 9 weeks, because they couldn't produce the Ministry of Trade certificate. Do not launch sales before this permit is in hand, or you'll be chasing frozen money while your customers demand refunds. Here's the exact wording to use when you contact the local DPM-PTSP office, the one-stop investment board in your regency. Call them and say this verbatim. Saya sudah daftar PT-PMA dengan NIB. Sekarang peluang SIU-PMB untuk e-commerce retail sesuai KBLI 47911. Dokumen apa yang harus saya upload di OSS? That translates to, I've registered my PT-PMA with a NIB, Now I need the SIU PMB trading license for e-commerce retail under KBLI code 47911. What documents do I upload in OSS? They'll give you the exact checklist for your regency, because requirements vary slightly between Badung, Denpasar, and Gianyar. Or skip all this and let TheBaliLawyer do it for you. We have direct relationships with every DPMP-TSP office in Bali, and we know exactly which documents each one requires. So your application goes through the first time, with zero back and forth phone calls in Indonesian. Saya sudah daftar PT PMA dengan NIB. Sekarang peluang SIU PMB untuk e-commerce retail sesuai KBLI 47911. Dokumen apa yang harus saya upload di OSS? Set 10 billion rupiah paid up capital minimum for e-commerce PT PMA. File OSS-RBA and Ministry of Trade e-commerce registration within 60 days. TheBaliLawyer does your full PT PMA plus e-commerce compliance in 14 days. Link in description. If this helped, smash like, hit subscribe, and visit TheBaliLawyer at TheBaliLawyer.com for help setting up your PT PMA for e-commerce in Bali. Visit https://TheBaliLawyer.com.